Hello, hello, everyone. We are here with Waterdeep Dragon Heist. I'm joined here by Braylif, the Coffee Lish, and Reese. How are all of y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Doing all right.
Okay. I'm excited for some D&D. I've got my notes up here, and last time on Waterdeep Dragon Heist, let's see, we were at the Growlhound Villa. I'm blanking. I used to play a lot of Puzzle Pirates, and the different house shapes and types were very important. I think Villa was one of them, and it had an open concept in the middle, just like what we had to go through when we left Growlhound Villa. But we were there. There's some commotion. There's some people being sussy inside, and we ended up going upstairs, dealing with what Lady Growlhound said were horrible thugs, thieves. Her husband, of which Arand, was being accosted by the leader, and he had barricaded himself in a formerly vacant guest room. We were able to save him from the baddies, and Silly Pickles and Dolce were interested in some information from this particular guy because he was the one, I believe, who we had seen entering the facility after the crime that happened on our street, Troll Skull Alley. But before we could get far with questioning him, Lady Growlhound stabbed him straight through the throat. We were questioning that guy. It was very suspicious of her, but it was also a delicate situation. I know Dolce kind of wanted to not draw attention to it at the time. Anyway, the city guard came up because of the commotion, and Lady Growlhound did not throw us under the bus at that time for now. And of course, the city guard said to keep our noses out of it or something that I wasn't paying attention to. So yeah, that's where we are. And we're level 9 now.
Pretty much sums that up.
God forbid women do anything like stab someone through the throat while he's being interrogated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Actually, I feel like if this were Dolce from 2 years ago, she probably would have been enamored by such things. But that's what we call character growth.
So, you initially came to Growlhound Villa in search of the Nimblelight that had blown some people up on your street.
So I've got the device.
Yep. Tracked it back here, and it has gone missing again.
Right. And when I used the device when we were leaving the manor, I believe it wasn't nearby anymore, even though it was when we had first shown up. So trail's gone cold for a little while, if I'm imagining correctly.
Yep.
Okay.
You learned through your investigations that all of the commotion in the city, the war between the Zentrum and the Xanathar's Guild, has been over an artifact. Called the Stone of Galore, that can lead to a vault with allegedly 500,000 gold coins, which is a lot of money, hence the gang war. The Nimblelight that you were pursuing seemingly blew up a gnome that had stolen the stone and was theoretically bringing it to you guys so that you could transport it elsewhere outside of the city. So the attack seemingly was to steal the stone back. But here at Growlhound Villa, there was No sign of either the stone or the nimble light. So there's not really much else that you can do at the moment. You can, so you can go back to your home base at Troll Skull Manor.
Yeah.
You could also potentially like go shopping or whatnot.
Yes, we could go back to the Milky Pickle. I'll say it for you.
Thank you.
I will never acknowledge this.
I'm game to go back to the Milky Pickle. I'm not sure if I have anything on my wish list right now as far as shopping's concerned.
Mm-hmm. That's what we have the money for anyway.
All right, so you want to go back to the house?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Come on, something real quick. Alright, let me just reread something real quick. You guys make your way back through the streets, back to Troll Skull Alley, and not too long after you get back inside, there is a knock on the door to the Milky Pickle.
Blockhead answers the door.
So when you answer the door, you see a very short, very brightly colored, magenta-skinned, purple-haired tiefling girl who is dressed in very cottagecore witchy kind of stuff with like a witch hat that looks like it's made out of a tree stump. It's got some mushrooms growing on it and some leaves and twigs poking out of it. She has some pretty basic leather armor over some comfy fitting clothing and a skirt that looks like a mushroom. And a little
Adorable.
like autumnal colored shawl. Did you say something?
I said it's adorable.
Oh, thank you. I did post a picture of her last time, but I can post it again if you want me to. But yeah, she has orange scaleras and like lighter orange eyes. And then her horns are kind of like bleached antlers instead of the typical tiefling stuff, which is kind of like either the same as their skin tone or like darker. And she's very patiently waiting and kind of like peering around into your establishment before she looks up at you and says, "Oh, hello. My name is Lady. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. May I come into your establishment?"
Concrete scraping sound.
No. I I don't think I speak your language. I don't know if that's a yes or a no.
All right, let me
Yeah,
step
come on in.
It's like,
Oh,
oh, our first customer, Silly Pickles. Yes, please come in, come in.
Wow, we're not even open yet.
oh, I'm your first customer. How long have you been open?
10 minutes.
We haven't.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we're not legally allowed to sell anything yet.
oh,
We're in the process of acquiring everything. We've already spoken to all the guilds and everything. We'll be opening very soon. Yeah.
okay. Maybe it might help if you put an open or close sign on your door. I just figured because the light was on that you guys might be open, but where are my manners? Hello, pleasure to meet you.
All right. I will. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to do this. I will. This is gonna be a little weird, but I'm gonna hold up an umbrella to shake your hand with.
Oh. You say hold up, but you have to point it down because she's very short. She shakes your umbrella.
Wait, sorry.
Turns
How tall
to-
are you again?
5'2", but she also just gives some of her height is her horns. She's just very short.
Oh, okay. It's okay. I'm actually. You might be. I'm 4'10".
What? You're little?
We might be the same height actually, because your height is your
yeah,
horns,
we might
right?
be. Yeah.
Oh. So does
Short
that-
queens.
Silly Pickles, are you the tallest one here?
No, Silly Pickle's even shorter. She's a fairy.
No. But when you have everything on, how tall are you?
With the armor? Yeah, technically. In the same sense that if I like stand on a table, I'm taller than you.
Wait, I just realized you're like that Pokemon we were talking about the other day, Hatterene, because your real body is actually kind of small. You just look like you're super big.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Silly Pickle's body is probably like, I don't know, 3 feet tall.
Oh, that's Hatterene.
Yeah. That Tenna evolution. Wait, does
Yeah.
Silly Pickles, do you have all your armor on? Or are you
Right now, probably.
okay? Oh, okay. Yeah, so then I will then shake Laty's hand as we are equally heighted. Nice.
Lady will turn to Silly Pickles and cautiously hold out a hand as well, unsure if this is good manners towards a ghost-like creature or not.
Yeah, the gauntlet that she's currently wearing will shake your hand.
Nice.
You can call me Silly Pickles.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lady. She'll go back over to Blockhead and lightly shake the side.
Oh,
Aw. No solicitors. I didn't see that earlier.
Okay, but yes, we'll get right on open, closed sign. Does Blockhead have a face that just says open or closed? I'm gonna assume not.
No, let me check. She'll spin them around like 10 or 12 times, and there's like more than 6 faces. Nope.
Well,
I mean, we can make one.
yeah, we can make one or commission one from the guild or something. Okay. But yes, are you here for employment then, or are you here for the drinks we'll have soon?
Maybe a little of both. Do you have anything to offer? I have been traveling for quite a few days.
Oh. I rummage through my Roll20 character sheet. I'm sure there's something of some sort.
I don't remember if there was anything already in stock.
Oh, wait, yeah,
There was a wine cellar.
I could have sworn, like, wasn't stuff carted in a few weeks ago? I could be wrong. I might be misremembering.
I will defer to the DM.
I believe you're misremembering. You got you had meetings with members of all the guilds, but nothing has actually been set up.
And were the ale cellar and wine cellar empty?
Not empty, but all the wine had turned to vinegar.
Right. Well, we got vinegar.
I'm sure there's someone nearby who also sells food, right? As I panically close my sheet and realize there isn't really much of anything on here. Let me check my notes.
We have a withered heart that kills if you attune to it. No, that's not what you're looking for.
Or is it?
Oil of slipperiness. I don't
Oh.
know if you're even supposed to drink that. You're probably supposed to rub it on your body.
Well, do you happen to have a well that I could maybe draw water from?
Yeah, that's a good question. How the hell does water work?
Man.
I mean, we have private baths and shit, so presumably we have water.
Indoor plumbing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got
Okay, good enough for
water
me.
at least. All right. I know I at least have a stein according to my character sheet. So even if we don't have the appropriate beverage holders right now, I will take out the stein, fill it with some tap water, I guess, and hand it over.
You know prestidigitation?
If I did, I don't anymore. Unfortunately. You know how these things go. You graduate from school, you don't use the skills anymore, they disappear from your mind.
Well,
Yeah.
in any case, I am also here to acquire about some business that you might have found yourselves in.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Well, I don't know how openly we can talk about this. Is this establishment safe?
Should be, aside from the ghost in the attic.
Oh,
But I don't think they're gonna rat us out.
okay. Can Lady do a sort of like
Yeah, see, there goes
cursory
playing the
glance
piano.
around? Just she's more. It's less her being paranoid, but me always being paranoid. I always play my characters kind of paranoid.
How do you spell your
Just
character's name?
Laeti.
Yeah,
Yes.
gotcha. Thank you.
Sorry, what was it you wanted to check again?
Just do like a cursory look around the room. Make sure no one's like hiding under any chairs or tables or like putting their ears up against windows and eavesdropping.
Yeah, there is there is, to your assessment, no one eavesdropping around.
Okay. She'll get close to you and drop to a whisper. I hear that you are attempting to maybe free some money from a very specific, well-known vault, perhaps.
Do I... Sounds so weird for me to ask about a player character. Do I trust this individual?
Yeah.
Or do I feel like... Do I see any
I see
markings
you.
of the Zentarim on this person?
There are no visible markings of either the Zentarim or the Xanathor's Guild on either Lady or Silly Pickles.
Okay, good.
Silly
I
Pickle.
was curious about that too. Silly Pickles could, betray us at any moment. Just gotta watch out for such things.
Well, one of the three people in this room is already landed in the guild.
Yes. But who cares about little old me? All right, I know that I can trust this person then. So I look to Silly Pickles with a face of, yeah, I'm cool to talk about this if you are.
Yeah, he's got a unique character token and whatnot, so like we can probably.
Yeah, no red border around it.
Unique character token. What's a character token? Well, I guess it's not important. Well, I was just, I tend to travel a lot, and I see lots of different aspects of the world, some better than others. And when I heard that this vault has quite an absurd amount of money stored away in it, it just doesn't seem like it's getting much use in there. There could be, plenty of children to feed with that amount of money, or maybe even just making public works projects that benefit everyone instead of just being hoarded up in a vault to gain dust, I suppose. I don't know.
You're right.
Yeah, think of all the beer you could buy with it.
yes, it would be more beneficial for someone to quench their thirst with some beer rather than just sitting uselessly in a vault.
I'm sorry, we don't have beer, by the way.
Oh, that's okay. I myself do not partake. It's okay.
Think of all the beer you could buy the children with that money.
Right, I always hear about hungry, thirsty children.
Well, maybe we can start with something like juice instead.
Think of all those poor kids without access to hard drugs.
Okay. Yes. Right. It's all that money's just sitting there. So, right, we are through the grapevine, trying our best to. Well, it seems like our goals align. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. I will admit I didn't come to this city with the intention of doing any vigilante type work. But when I heard how much money was in that vault, I couldn't believe what I heard. So I asked around a bit more, and yes, someone is just hoarding an absurd amount of money. And as far as I can tell, not doing anything to give back to the community.
Okay. Yes. So let me kind of catch you up on what we might know about this, and especially recently. Dolce will pull out the device that she uses to scan for their target, and she'll say, so she like looks around just to make sure that no one except for maybe that ghost is listening, and also all of our humble viewers at home. And she'll say, so to like access, to reach all these riches, this treasure, we've been told we need something called the Stone of Galore. And it was supposed to be given to us, but mere feet from the final destination, just outside these walls, there's a horrible attack. With this device, we can find out someone who was there at the scene of the crime. And I'm trying to remember, above the table, wasn't it the perpetuator of the explosion specifically that we're trying to find with this device?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So we would have had that Stone of Galore in our hands, but the delivery person was stopped, quite literally dead in their tracks by wait, I forget, does Silly Pickles have minor illusion?
I fucking wish.
Oh, okay. Right. Brayleth always does this thing where I'm like, can you just pull up a picture on your phone, and then ta-da, it'll be minor illusion. It's I kind of miss it
That's
now.
great.
So
Yep.
if you have minor illusion,
In
I'm
2024, you can just take a couple cantrips as part of your like starting feat, right? So anyone could have minor illusion.
ooh. Well, I would much rather have the I think prestidigitation. That way we could flavor this flavorless water, and
Yeah.
also clean our soiled clothes for those of us who wear clothes.
True.
But yeah, I'll try to describe the creature, mechanical in nature. And I'll specify, there is one we did meet. That's not the one we're looking for. It basically constructed a duplicate of itself. We're looking for that duplicate with this device.
Oh.
Actually, let me hold the device up right now. Is it pinging? If I shoot it, I forget. Is it like gun shaped or something? I don't remember.
Pointing directly at Lady.
The murder. Anyway.
And I'll do it again.
Sorry, we have
I'm
to
kidding.
dismantle you. It's nothing personal.
See if I can actually find it.
I'm just imagining that meme of like, yes, it was kind of like nimble
I
right.
would not really describe this as being gun shaped. It does have a trigger, but that's about it.
This design could be improved if we just make it look more like a gun, whatever that is. Anyway. But yeah, I will pull the trigger on the nimble right detector.
Nothing happens.
Okay, so it's supposed to do something if we were within, range of the creature or the construct, but we're not. So, unfortunately, it's a really big city. We got close. I'll perhaps, catch Leti up on what just happened to us, right? We went into this Well, as long as she's not a cop, I feel comfortable telling her everything that we were doing. Well, mostly everything we were doing.
Her big, beautiful, open eyes just make you want to tell her everything you've ever done in your life.
So it all started long ago. There was this house, you see, with multiple stories, and there were these weird kids out front.
I like that it has a tiny umbrella on it.
Wait, that's a good point. Speaking my language.
So you have 3 umbrellas.
Yeah. And this, I can clutch this one in my mouth like a guy from that popular book series, Single Doubloon.
Oh yes, I recently watched a play on that. It was quite different from the book, unfortunately, but still enjoyable. I think.
Was it with like real actors?
Yes.
Oh, I think I've seen that one too. I haven't read the book, but I have seen the play. Anyway, yes, so that's what we've been up to. We're trying to find this construct. No luck.
Interesting. Well, it's at least reassuring that you do have a way to potentially get into the vault because, it is a vault. I assume it's very well protected. And I figured there was no way I was going to be able to do this by myself. And that's kind of why I've been on the search for people who might have similar intentions. Although I will say it was quite easy for me to ask around and pinpoint your location. And just, you might want to be more careful about what you do and say in public, mayhaps.
Oh, well, what have you heard? I'm sure there are grand tales of how good we were at things.
She kind of pauses with her mouth open and looks to the side like, do I tell these people that I've heard people call them weird and that they stick out like sore thumbs? Yes, they were quite grand tales. To be told to many, I'm sure.
Nice.
That's good.
I believe Leti, none the wiser. And I'm sure sticking out, you don't want to stick out anyway. Not like a sore thumb, but like a Milky Pickle. But I'm not going to say that out loud.
I was also curious about your establishment's name. As far as I am aware,
Great, right?
pickles don't produce milk, so why is the pickle milky?
Well,
you see, she's
hello.
dulce de leche,
Mhm.
and I'm silly pickles.
So I'm
So
milk.
together,
He's pickle.
our establishment is the Milky Pickle.
Oh.
And we'll probably
Okay.
have, a signature drink that involves, like, milk and pickle.
Yeah, we can call it Mickle or Pilk.
Oh. We can workshop it.
I can tell from your
happen...
expression that you think it's great. You can
Yes.
be you know what? You can be the first one to try it.
Well, I can help you workshop it. I am a cook myself. I do tend to dabble in making lots of different recipes and experimenting. So I'm willing to try and help you work on a recipe that's going to be the most popular pilk in town.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, you've given us, the second best response so far to the name and everything?
Second best.
Yeah.
Low ball.
It's a very low bar. If people
Well-
aren't like running away screaming in terror, it's a really good response.
I mean, you're the first person to have an opinion on it who's not controlled by the DM, so...
Well, after hearing the explanation, it does make a little more sense.
See? I knew it was a good idea.
But yeah, we'll be opening up soon, hopefully. We've got a few contacts on this street, whether it's guild members or we've also been in contact with a detective down the streets. Sometimes we hire him to help us with our investigation, basically. Be like, hey, keep a lookout for this person, or something like that. Or what have you heard about so-and-so? So it's nice to have someone like that in our corner.
I see. Well, if our current venture does work out, I would also be up for being a contact of sorts. I do, as I mentioned, travel a lot. I tend to collect Materials here and there specifically for cooking, and seeing as you are a tavern establishment, I can help bring you and sell you supplies that you might not be able to find otherwise. I'm a bit of a trader in more simple terms.
Oh, okay. So we could have perhaps like monthly specials
Yes.
with cuisine from outside of Waterdeep. Very interesting. Would you be
Yes.
able to cook something with this, perhaps? And I pull out a red petrified dragon egg, which allows me once per long rest to be resistant to fire damage. Set above the table, of course. I'm like, I don't know if this is edible. Wait, it's petrified, right? Is it like stone? Did I just mess up? Maybe-
Can I?
You trying
Turn
to
it-
eat your petrified dragon egg?
Well, it had the word dragon and egg in it, so I kind of thought it was consumable, but I'm like having second thoughts seeing the word petrified now.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if it was like full stone or if it's petrified more like, it's like rock hard. Needs to be boiled for 24 hours.
It is not a food. No.
Okay, never mind. I will not. I will like hold up the egg, see that it's made of solid stone, and maybe just put it back and stop.
It is not made of stone, but it is as solid as stone.
Yeah, it's like a fossil essentially.
Effectively, yeah.
Oh, that's okay. We can potentially get you a dragon egg at some point and maybe cook something up that way.
Right? Maybe there's one in the horde. Those seem like
Yeah.
affordable
You
things.
guys just go to market and buy a chicken egg or something.
Yeah, I just paint it. I paint it to make it look like a dragon egg. Be like, look, Dolce, I found a dragon egg just
Wow.
for you.
Oh, it's so much smaller than I thought it would be. Wild.
Yes, it's a little dragon.
Oh.
It cost 17 gold pieces.
Only 7.
Yeah, that's quite a steal, honestly.
Uh,
But I do specialize mostly in forageables from the forest, especially mushrooms. But yeah, we can talk other details and such matters later. But for now, we can perhaps start brainstorming a solution for finding this Stone of Galore. Was it what it's called?
mhm. Yeah, it's spelled a little weird, but it's like Golor. I thought it'd be like, you know how the pun is. Ooh, riches galore.
Yeah.
That might be the intention, but they just spelt it differently.
Yeah, probably.
For some lore reason or something.
Okay.
Some kind of dweeb shit.
Okay, I think I'm out of additional details to relay to our new supplier of exquisite exotic goods.
Exquisite exotic goods, like this mushroom I found behind the building. Look at these amazing mushrooms I found in your bathroom.
Right. I've been meaning to get to that.
So, is Lady going to be joining the Milky Pickle as a member of staff? She joining the adventuring party?
Also named the Milky Pickle.
Yeah, it'll be
I-
tricky to keep them apart.
I don't actually remember if we had a team name.
The Pilky Mickle. No.
That's it. Campaign's over. Everyone go home. I'm banning you all from the Discord server.
Funny, because Coffee does have like admin privileges.
I can't actually ban you guys. Don't worry. I can only ban Whis. I do have the ability to solve or mute the others though.
Nice. Same thing.
Well, I am very mushroom coded. We could add mushroom into the mix of the naming convention.
I make a pog face at Silly Pickles.
Yeah. Blockhead makes one back.
I hate this. I hate everything.
Hee
I think I'm gonna develop a drinking problem over this.
hee hee, you thought I was normal. Hee hee hee, here I come, adding more chaos to the group. But yeah, out of character, Lady is like the name specifically is part of like a scientific name for a mushroom. I forget which one. Let me look it up.
We could have a special burger that has pickles and mushrooms and I don't know, some fancy cheese or something.
Wait, oh, okay. Now you're talking. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it's short for Lady Porous, which is chicken of the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Braille salad. Nice. Chickens.
Chicken.
Yes, it's a mushroom that apparently tastes like chicken meat.
Oh, we gotta work that into the dish somehow. Okay. Nice. But yeah, okay. So adventuring party name aside, I'm not quite sure where to go from here. Should we? This is like mostly out of character. Should we visit Detective Trench?
Well, there's some stuff slated to happen as the as time goes on.
Oh, I see.
Um,
I see.
So the most reasonable course of action, in my opinion, as a DM, would be for you guys to take a long rest so that it advances the clock for those events to happen, and that way you also get to go into the next day's adventure bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and fully rested.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. In that
Good to me.
case, sounds like it's been a long day. I will ask Lady if she requires lodging. There's plenty of rooms to choose from that are not haunted.
Yeah, I've already forgotten which rooms we called for each other, so
Oh, if you're willing to lend me a room for the night, I would very much appreciate it. Which rooms have been claimed on this map?
genuinely don't remember.
It sounds like you don't remember, so I'm like looking through. I'm like,
I don't sleep, so like
Oh. What do you do at night then?
you know, think. Talk to Blockhead. You said it.
Wait, so now I can safely confirm that perhaps Blockhead also doesn't sleep unless Blockhead is only awake when we're all sleeping and is asleep right now.
You look over at him and he's sleeping.
Cute. But yeah, I'm looking over this map. I really don't remember which room I chose, so honestly, wherever is probably fine.
Who knows?
I probably would have chosen one next to one of the baths just because, unlike Silly Pickles, for now I'm still alive and human.
Mostly.
Right. For the most part. I'll probably choose this upper bedroom on the top right of the map. Is that the one I chose a few VODs ago? I'll have to go back and see that I was incorrect.
My guess is that you probably went with the master bedroom.
That's
but,
what I'm thinking too. Next to the private bath. I think Silly Pickles chose one that was higher.
Attic.
Well, I guess it would be nice to freshen up too if I could have the other bedroom that has the private bath.
All right. Room's chosen then. Okay. Well, I guess Silly Pickles and I will show Lady how to get up there because we have to go outside to go upstairs.
Oh. It's one of those taverns.
Because this is the business facing side, but if you come out here, I'll like step out through the pantry, or we can go back outside and then up this way are the stairs that lead up.
Oh.
One leads to this common room, and then I'll like lead to this door here, be like, all right, and the stairs are up here.
Oh, okay. So the one on the left is, or the one on the right is the third floor. I see.
I believe so. I'll go up the stairs and be like, yeah, one of these rooms, I don't remember which one, above the table, as we were saying earlier. I don't remember which one's mine, so you can pick whichever one. I'll pick the other one. Oh, yay, floor distinctions.
Oh, I like. Oh, they're getting put on there. I was like, did I not see that earlier?
No, it
Okay.
was. They were on the GM layer.
Oh, I see. I like this dark area in the middle that hasn't been unfog of ward yet.
No, it's just a big black square that hangs off the side of the
okay,
place.
okay. It's for shade. I see.
Yeah, it's for shade and also the ghost.
All right. Well, I guess we turn in for the night. Lady says good night to you
Right.
all and shares little snacks from her bag.
S-
Yeah, she's got little dried like mushroom jerky type stuff that you can chew on.
Nice. Silly pickles can't eat, right?
Not unless she possesses someone and has them eat.
Oh. Oh. Well, unless you want me to also eat your share as you possess me. Doja's not the kind of person to be like, I'll take Silly Pickle's share, just yoink it. She'll just take her share. And thank Lady.
You're welcome. I hope you both have, or all three of you have a very good night.
Same to you. All right, Doja will turn in. I'm ready
Good
for a
night.
long rest.
Good night. Okay. Well, good session. Goodbye. I'm going to bed. Alright. Well. See. Got something.
All right, I've hit my long rest button. It was not much, but honest work.
Oh. Braylif died.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was up. What was the
No,
question?
You disappeared from Vol 24 seconds.
I don't think there was an outstanding question. We just finished our long rests. So
Oh,
I'm about to emerge from my room.
Mm-hmm. Well, you all get to long rest. You get to reset all of your stuff back to its normal. I'm sure that was a lot of work for Reese here. Lady really went all out in that last fight.
Yeah.
I'll make my way downstairs, I guess. Unless, wait, actually, I feel like, yes, I'm gonna make my way downstairs even to the tavern portion, because even though I was like, wait, should we just meet in the common room? I feel like if a cutscene were to happen, it would be easier if we were in the tavern for a cutscene to happen. So I'll go all the way downstairs.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, Lady is actually a pretty early morning riser because she usually gets up and like goes foraging early in the morning because that's when all the good stuff
Oh,
is, like,
damn.
nice and fresh with dew.
Okay, well, maybe I'm the last one up then. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll like come down and like, where's Lady? Oh, but then perhaps yeah.
She would probably be in the kitchen trying to whip up some food with like the meager supplies she has.
So you searching through the kitchen and the pantry in the morning, Lady is able to find a good amount of dust and cobweb. Some very old flour that is probably supposed to be more than a single pound rock. Some old eggs that finally explain the smell, and a barrel of hardtack, which you would not have expected to be in a place like this. Usually
my.
more sailor thing. But hey, it's food, technically.
And it's hardtack, so there's no way it can be bad.
Well, there is
Technically, it's
water,
food.
and hardtack is supposed to be eaten with soup.
Yeah.
True.
But there's no ingredients to put in the soup except maybe some like dried mushrooms.
You could
And rash
also, hardtack was also consumed with basically with any liquid. You could either like break it up and put it into your soup and have it function kind of like croutons,
Mhm.
or you would soak it in like sweet wine or something.
Ah.
You don't have access to that, but you do have vinegar, so you might be able to do something.
Okay, well, Lady has spent the morning cleaning out the kitchen. She's been awake since the crack of dawn. Don't know what to do about just having hardtack and no drinks besides water. Oh, good morning, Dolce. What time do
morning.
the local markets open to potentially buy some food ingredients?
Oh, well, they open at, and Dolce having lived here for way longer than I have, which is never having lived here, well, I guess answer to the best of her ability.
Okay, would it be possible for Lady to make a quick run to a market stall or something just to buy a little bit of fresh ingredients? Like off screen, we don't have to roleplay that out.
Sure. Yeah, that seems perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll just
a
get
handful
a
of gold
few...
will buy a
What's
good
that?
amount of decent food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it won't be anything big, just like enough to make like a quick vegetable soup or something.
Now, one important thing that that Dolce and Silly Pickles would be aware of, for operating a business, they are basically going to be required to get their foodstuffs from official guild businesses and guild suppliers, more to the point. So, as an important heads up, any ingredients that you go buy on the open market is not going to be something that you can actually turn around and use as food for the tavern. But it's perfectly fine for food for you guys.
Yeah, that was the intention. I was just gonna make it for something for us here to eat.
I just didn't want these guys getting delusions of grandeur.
Delusions that we could buy food at its market price and then sell it for a profit.
Yep. Welcome to the guild system.
I hate it here.
Okay, so it was an off-screen market visit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lady goes off. She's gone for 30, 40 minutes roughly. Comes back with some basic supplies.
Oh yeah, I guess I should have asked this. How much money should I start out with? Because I think I just have maybe what I had the last time I played her, which is kind of honestly really close to like starting money. It's only like 12 gold.
Mm-hmm. Let me check something.
I always forget about like gold whenever I start a campaign.
Well, so Lady primarily exists in the forest, is that correct?
Yeah,
Or
and she
does
travels a
she-
lot.
Travels a lot, okay. Well, does she usually... Obviously, she's a level 9 character, so she's got some amount of experience under her belt. Sort of thing always raises odd questions in D&D.
Yeah.
Like, this character has been a hermit for their whole life, but now they're joining a campaign midway through to level 15. I would say that like 200 gold is fine.
Okay. Yeah, because
First,
she.
I'm gonna restart our laundry. We're back.
I would say she usually just, whenever she goes on trips, she takes enough for like lodging at a couple places and then like food, and that's about it. She doesn't bring like extravagant amounts of money with her.
Mm-hmm. Fair. Gonna wait for Bailiff to get back
Okay.
before we move the story along.
Okay. But you came back with Lacey came back with was it supplies? Do you need?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know if Dolce is. I want to offer her assistance, but I don't think she's culinarily challenged. I mean, I think she might be culinarily challenged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. When's the last time she's had to cook?
The lady can always teach you.
Okay. Well, in case you need an extra set of bony hands, because Dolce doesn't have skin on her hands,
Oh.
you can assist.
Okay. She basically bought like some tomatoes, onions, potatoes. What else goes into vegetable stock besides celery? I hate celery. Yeah, just and like salt, of course, needs to have that good salt, and then she'll cautiously set beside your bowls of soup the hardtack in case you want a little more substance with it.
Oh. For dipping or soaking, I see. Well, I guess I'll give it a try.
It's really more of a soak
Yeah.
rather than dip.
Okay.
The only reason that I referenced hardtack here is because it was just on my mind as a funny little like, wouldn't it be funny if like the only food that they had was something designed specifically to last for years?
Yeah.
Because I just recently watched some videos on how to actually make it, and I was considering giving it a shot up until the moment that one person mentioned, like, yeah, basically hardtack is hard enough that you just straight up can't just bite into it directly. You will literally break your teeth.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
your teeth will break before the bread does. I'm like, oh, well, that doesn't sound fun.
Wait, now I'm curious.
I mean,
on
it's
the
also
gear
not
activity.
especially like good.
No, but it's not something that you're supposed to eat on its own. Like, you can put extra things on it to flavor it or soak it in something so that it absorbs that flavor. Throw it in juice, it absorbs the juice. And then you get bread that tastes like juice.
But yeah, I will give the food a try. Happy to have some. I want to say homemade, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like traditionally the food with Dolce would get, now that I think about it, considering Silly Pickles is a situation, hasn't been much to write home about, at least if it's like, think rations. Getting the huge from establishments around town. But yeah, I'll try the soup, and I imagine it's good, given what appears to be Lacey's culinary expertise.
Yeah, most of her like flavoring comes from the dried mushrooms she tends to carry around with her. So it's
Nice.
got like an earthy, kind of sort of savory, but not as good as if it had meat or anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would love some mushroom soup right now.
Yeah, I could go for some too.
I love
We have a
this.
soup out in the kitchen still. I
Ooh.
think it's chicken noodle, not like mushroom, but still.
Yeah, have that after.
But yeah, I will compliment Lacey on the soup and thank her for it, and say this is a sign. This will be a good day.
I can't eat, but thanks anyway.
Yeah, Lady will continue to like offer you things just out of politeness, even though she knows you won't eat them.
I
Every
will.
time-
I will take some of the hardtack we have though.
Ominous.
Who knows?
It's a
It
tool
could
that'll
come in
help us
handy.
later.
Could beat someone to death with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That is where I thought you were going with that. Like, I'm gonna pick up this hold tag, and it's like, oh great, I'm gonna have to, like, come up with rules for, like, hold tag as an improvised projectile later. I just know it.
There's already rules. It would be 1d4.
Mm,
I'm surprised it's not 1d8 or something.
nah, improvised weapons aren't looked on favorably.
Well, it's for hardtack specifically. It's very hard.
If it's harder than like a wooden chair or a brick, then I think you might have gone a little too far on the hold.
Preserved it a little too well.
Yeah.
Cooked it 8 times.
Yeah, I also
So-
looked it up. Apparently, you just like bake it, and that's it. It's just because there's no like leavening in it.
Yep, you bake it, but you have to bake it at a really low temperature for a really long time. I saw one person whose whole thing is like finding and recreating like old historical recipes. He said that one time he made hardtack, he made it in the oven, he just baked it in the oven, and he just had the oven set to warm and left them overnight.
Oh.
But yeah, the idea is like low heat for a very long time, because basically all you're doing is trying to get it to like lose all of its moisture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then this website I looked at is wrong because it just says preheat oven to 375 degrees. That's just normal
Probably.
baking temperature.
Yeah. You could, that being said, you could probably make like a form of hardtack that is like, it gets the point across while
Mhm.
actually being edible on its own.
True.
But in exchange, it wouldn't have nearly as much staying power. But you would basically be able to get like just a non-rising bread.
Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
Maybe I'll look into that one actually. Be a neat little thing to make. That being said,
Yeah.
I don't actually have anywhere in the kitchen that I could roll out a dough, so maybe not.
You know how like sometimes people will make little things to pass out to their players for D&D, just make us all hardtack.
It's like, what did your
Yeah,
DM get you?
Today. Yeah.
My DM made us hardtack, and we spent the second half of our D&D session figuring out how viable it is for one person with dental insurance to pay for someone else's dental work. Everyone lost teeth that day.
Yeah.
I had to make up a story about getting into a fight just to explain to my boss why I lost a tooth over the weekend.
Yeah, it's easier than explaining because it was because of hardtack.
It just raises more questions that I'm
Yeah.
not really prepared to go into at war. So, you guys are having a good time eating your delicious breakfast of vegetable soup and incredibly hard dried bread. And suddenly there's a loud thunk sound from the front window.
Oh, I will. Front window. Yeah, let me look over. What's going on over there?
From here, you can't see anything.
Open the door.
Over here, there is a dazed flying snake sitting on the ground here, its head like swiveling and swirling around as it tries to gain its bearings after having crashed into the window.
Oh, good, I found something for the soup.
No. Oh, poor thing.
Snake.
With wings.
I guess I'll look through the window and from behind the window, like, maybe it's someone's familiar.
The flying snake has a small note tied to its tail, or body, probably. I don't know.
Let me see that. I'll use Rage Hand to unfurl it.
Oh, what does the note say?
My gosh.
I like the idea of being like behind a window or something, or like in a barrel, and just like, hey, I'm here too.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that?
Yes, exactly.
So, oh, good. Oh, I wonder if I can actually get this as a note on its own. One sec. Give me one sec while I format this note real quick. Okay. You unfold the note, and in common it says, I would like to know more about what happened at Growlhund Villa. If you can spare the time, meet me at... Oh, I should have spent more time figuring out how to pronounce this. Meet me at Agairon's statue in the City of the Dead at high sun tomorrow. You'll be paid generously for your time and trouble. Istrid Horn.
We heard that name before?
No.
Come in and close the door. Intrigue. And I'll show them the letter.
City of the Dead. That's the section of Waterdeep that I believe has all the big cemetery district. Look like how mausoleums on the map.
Correct. That is indeed the City of the Dead. It is merely the, exactly like you said, it's the name of the cemetery. Open to the public.
Milky Pickles, who do you think this would be? Well, if they have a winged snake to deliver this note, they seem like a very interesting individual. I am all for visiting the City of the Dead.
I'm down to be paid handsomely.
Oh, right, that too. Yes.
Could I get history checks from the three of you? Lady, how familiar are you with Waterdeep?
Not very.
Okay, you'd be rolling yours at disadvantage then.
Okay.
It's a 0 for me.
Excellent.
Looks like I found a 22.
Perfect.
There's a way to automatically do rolls at
Yes.
like 2, right? Or is that
There is, yes. Let me
I guess
see
it
if I
doesn't
can.
matter. I can always just roll twice too.
Oh yeah, if you were interested, you basically hit the gear next to spells, sets the where it says roll queries to like advantage toggle or query advantage, but I prefer advantage toggle, and that way you'll be able to toggle whether you want to roll advantage, normal, or disadvantage.
Personally, I always just do always roll advantage because it's easier. But yeah, either one works.
Oh my gosh!
Should I roll? Ah, damn! My
So
first
that-
20 and a
Oh, it's
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Oopsie. Damn.
All right. So, blockhead is unfortunately a bit of a blockhead on the topic. Lady almost had it and then lost it. Dolce, however, this is the most reasonable. Dolce, having spent years living in the city, you are aware that a winged snake is the symbol of the Zentrum gang, and it has long been an open secret that they use flying snakes to deliver messages.
Oh. Okay, well, I will relay this information to the rest of the team in as unbiased a tone as I can manage. But basically, right. Remember how there are other forces trying to figure out, trying to get the Stone of Galore, trying to find the Horde. Believe this Istrid Horn is one of them.
Mm.
Is this someone we want to get involved with?
Well, it's kind of our only lead right now, aside from just walking around the city and hoping the device tells us where to go.
It is true. I was also going to ask today about what the plan is. Besides just walking around the city using the little umbrella device every once in a while. What's the range on that, by the way?
500 feet.
Okay.
Right, but I guess as far as plans go, I think I was above the table, hoping something would fall into our laps. You know, the next cutscene would trigger. But I guess below the table, I should say, we've come across clues before, especially here at Trollskull Alley where the incident occurred. Seems inevitable that we would have run into one of the gang members and the hunt could start anew.
Well, if it's our only lead, I'm willing to give it a shot. But I will follow your lead.
They might have more info for us, too.
That is
And
true.
also, we get paid.
We can also advertise.
Perhaps I could cook up some more food and offer it there, and maybe they'll be like, this is really delicious.
Ooh.
We should visit your tavern.
Oh.
I can be like, oh yes, our tavern, the Milky Pickle.
Okay. Oh yeah, now you're talking. Okay. All right. So
Every single time it comes up, I just die a little bit more.
yeah, every time someone mentions DD, I'm like, ooh, you know what? I should bring up right now in this Twitch chat our tavern called the Milky Pickle.
Hate it.
Or if someone talks about Pilk, I'm like, you know what Pilk reminds me of? Okay. Well, I guess it sounds like we're all in agreement, and I'm personally interested in chasing our only lead, heading to City of the Dead.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's not till tomorrow, though, right? Like,
We can
what did I
ignore
say?
that part.
Oh, I only saw the high sun part. Okay. We can do a little montage of what we do.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, if you want to spend the day actually doing something.
I didn't
Also-
really have anything, unless Lady did.
I was gonna say, like, Lady just goes to buy more ingredients to make a little more of a substantial meal to showcase some of her cooking, what she has to offer.
Oh, nice. Way more exciting sounding than my plan to just find or make or find someone to make a sign that says open or closed. But yeah, I didn't really have anything substantial that I wanted to put in the montage. Just kind of imagining a little sitcom montage.
Yeah, I didn't have anything either.
Alright. Well then, over the course of the day, Lady goes off and picks up more ingredients, and perhaps the three of you can spend the day cleaning up the tavern.
Ooh, good idea.
Yeah, it works for me. Closer to the opening.
Yes.
Mhm.
If there are any, Lady would also probably buy like a potted plant or two, just to brighten the place up a little bit.
Definitely plenty of potted plants now.
Yippee!
All right.
Alright.
Ice on tomorrow, City of the Dead.
Sounds good.
I am glad you clarified that it was a cemetery because I thought we were going to be traveling to some other dimension.
Yeah, that makes
I was
sense
very,
with the name.
very scared.
Meet me at high sun tomorrow on the plane of elemental fire.
Well, from what I remember about Lady, she doesn't handle interdimensional travel well.
Does it come up a ton?
I think that might have been Rima, actually.
Oh, that's my bad. Okay, I was mixing
Okay.
up player characters.
No, they're very similar characters, actually. Now that you mention it, the other one, Rima's just like older grandma vibes, but she's also like kind of a hermit that lives a little in the woods.
And mushroom coded too, right? The last name? Maybe
Yeah,
not.
she does have a mushroom name. That's about it, though.
So I mixed up mushroom maidens.
It's okay. Mushroom maidens.
Oh, but
Incredible.
was the comment about City of the Dead being in another dimension, was that in character or out of character?
Wait, what?
That was like above the table, right? Out of character when you talking about the City of the Dead.
It can also be in character too. I think that would be a valid concern for Lady hearing City of the Dead and be like, wait, what?
Okay, yeah. Dolce probably would have been assured her that as like, oh no, it's just another district.
Okay, phew.
Show up a district populated entirely by undead people, followed immediately by, not that there was anything wrong with being undead,
yeah, not that.
hastily said to Milky Pickles.
Yeah.
It was funny because I did consider being like, okay, so these are the different districts. The Poors live up north. Yeah, I forget what the name of that district is. You must never travel there, Simba.
Oh my god.
The Poors live up north. Immediately adjacent to them is the City of the Dead,
Who have more rights.
who have more rights and less
Honestly.
security, so the zombies can wander in out and eat the Poors.
No.
It's like a It's a multiple it's a solution on multiple fronts.
Yeah, it's like that thing about squirrel hell being dog heaven.
Yeah. This is where the rich hunt the homeless for sport. Otherwise known as the market.
Yeah.
Alright. Did I get music for? Oh, I got all my music. That. It's been so long, I had no idea what song I actually picked for this. Alright.
Ooh.
Of the Dead. There we go.
Ooh.
This is the only map of the City of the Dead that exists in the entire universe.
Wow.
Alrighty. A Chiron statue is a well-known landmark in the city's Parkland Cemetery, known as the City of the Dead. A tall, marble sculpture of a bearded, robed wizard standing atop concentric steps and facing west toward the skyline of Waterdeep, his hands outstretched with a broad smile on his face. At the foot of the statue stands a female dwarf clad in plate armor.
Is that where we're meeting?
Is the implication. Give me one sec. Gotta once again format this note.
Okay. Yeah, Lady was whispering that to Dolce.
I'm gonna assume that she said yes. Dolce will make a remark. This is gonna be 60% out of character. Looks like it's not high sun yet, given the way the shadows are being cast by everything on this map.
Okay, nerd. That Lady wouldn't say that.
Coward. Boom.
Okay. I see.
Kind of just had to decide what the statue was. I think it's supposed to be this.
I can see that. All right. I'll kind of whisper to the group, looks like there's our benefactor, perhaps. From this distance, are there any sentiment markings?
There are no visible Zentrum markings from this distance, at the very least.
Well, what are the odds that someone is at a Gyron statue in the City of the Dead at almost high sun and isn't the person we're looking for? I motion with my body as if to say I'm game to walk towards this person.
You would be surprised, actually, with the weather being, with it being a fair spring day, the cemetery is actually filled with pedestrians, picnickers, and frolicking children.
Oh.
Evidently, Istrid chose this venue as being a safe public place that is filled with witnesses for both parties.
Okay. I will walk towards her.
I can't move my own token on this page.
That is strange. Give me one sec. Is that okay?
Thank you.
Ah, a fan of Gyron, are we? I'll say.
Without taunting from the statue, the dwarf woman says, take him or leave him. You must be the proprietors of the Milky Pickle.
Yes.
Ah, our reputation precedes us. Yes, we are.
Yeah. Can I get a read on her expression as she says the name of our establishment?
Practiced neutrality.
Nice.
I'll take it.
So one of the
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to us.
It's another consistent running gag in this campaign. Anytime anyone says the Milky Pickle, these guys immediately are like, how does this NPC react? Ah, God.
I love that. Sorry, I was munching on some food.
Yeah, no worries.
But yes, we are the proprietors of the Milky Pickle. We received. Oh, we're told to come here.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna cut right to it. I want to know what happened in Gralkund Villa.
Sorry, that is not in character. I want to just start blabbing. I want to start spilling the tea, but I guess I will just go ahead and Dolce will ask and say, yes, Growlin, may I ask why you're interested? Yes, I do remember from the note that things will be in our favor should we divulge the information, but I was wondering if you could divulge any information back to us, like why you would like to know what the how we can help you. There we go.
Well, you can help me by giving me the information that I want. But if you're looking for the reasoning, I don't really know what happened at the villa. All I know for sure is that there were other Zents involved. Some of them ended up dead, and a lot of them ended up arrested. And now the City Watch are tearing through the streets, arresting anyone in the gang that they can find.
Okay.
Oh, are you part of the gang?
Was that not clear?
I mean, I just want to make sure.
Out of character is a good question. I heard the phrase other Zents, so I'm like, seems this is confirming it.
No, she did send you a message via flying snake.
Yeah, if that was this person.
And the letter mentioned being paid generously. Exactly how much are you offering?
I don't know. Give me 1 minute. Let me check that again. Fucking greedy motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I'm level 9 and I have 400 gold pieces.
That's your point.
I think you do.
How often do you have the opportunity to spend it anyway?
That's my second complaint.
Bite me.
Am I remembering correctly, or know that Silly Pickles does something with the money? Like specific?
No.
She hasn't indicated anything to the. But you would know that we need a lot of money. We're gonna need a lot of money to get the Milky Pickle up and running.
Oh right,
Yeah.
fees and everything too.
Yeah, because
I
I watched.
I don't remember if we have a hard number that the DM mentioned, or a
Watched-
range, but
Yeah, I believe that there was a whole number for it, but
Yeah, I watched the previous campaign when you were streaming it, like at least a little bit of it. And I feel like I remembered Silly Pickles. Like there was some discussion at some point about Silly Pickles not really needing money, but you still kind of like kept it anyway.
I mean, she doesn't need to, eat or anything.
Yeah.
Bailiff wants money so that he can buy a lot of cool shit.
Yes.
But we're already playing a game in which the party is higher level than they were supposed to be, and now also have the standard number of players. So you guys are already going to be significantly more powerful and everything than I can reasonably throw at you. And he's over here like trying to dual wield fucking flame tongues, vorpal blades and shit.
Okay, all right. I'm getting ideas. Yeah.
Lightning, stop taking notes. So, Istrid remarks, straight to business. Straight to business, this one. I can respect that. And she pulls out a little coin purse and hands it to whoever is closest. I guess that would be Dolce.
All right, so I'll open my bony fingers and accept the bag of money like some sort of like some sort of Disney villain.
It's a fairly light coin pouch, but when you open it, you find 10 platinum pieces inside.
Oh. All right, I'll hold it up to Silly Pickle for her scrutiny. What does it look like Silly Pickles' facial expression is? Like all right, go ahead and tell her what we need to know, or haggling time? Or I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Dolce. Even though that's not a guy, but
I mean, we might have to kill this person, but for now, she'll say, "Yeah, all right."
So that's payment for just showing up to the meeting.
I make a pog face at Blockhead.
If you give me the information I'm looking for, I'm prepared to offer you another 10. And then I have a favor that I would like to ask of you, for which I'm prepared to offer another 50.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay.
50 platinum.
Well, I can let you know that there was very suspicious activity afoot. We did see people of the Zentrum there. And there was one person in particular. Let me see if I can remember. Scroll up. The leaders. Arstol, was it? That someone else?
Arstol, yeah. He was the
Foxen. Yes.
Yeah, he was the leader of the Zents there.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay. Well, then I'll divulge that information that Arstol Floxen was there. We specifically were hoping to talk with him. And there we were talking with him when things went south. And our conversation partner fell at the hands of one of the Growlhounds.
Which one?
I will turn to Silly Pickles to divulge this piece of information. Also, yeah. Pickles. To divulge the identity of the person who stabbed him straight in the throat. Not that I say that in person.
So you actually said all that up until now, but now you're looking at Silly Pickles as if to say, should we tell them that it was the lady of the house who killed him? Why? Do I understand that?
Yes.
All right. I mean, yeah, no, it's pretty important. Yeah. She'll nod.
Oh, not as to let me go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will divulge the information that it was Lady Growlhoon who, as she says, out of fear for her husband's life, immediately felled him. But we have the situation under control. I kind of like tap the side of my lantern and play with the magical flames emanating off of it. We had him in a position where he was willing to talk to us, and then she kind of took that away. So it was a little jarring. And then the almost the city hounds, the city watch came up, and I want to say none the wiser. We tried to talk with them, but I'm not sure what's going on with them, but as you can imagine, city guard. I don't even need to finish that sentence to get that particular point across when it comes to the. Right?
She closes her eyes and nods knowingly.
But yeah, that's a quick rundown of what transpired at Growlhoon Villa. I might be missing some things, which I am more than happy to, of course, relay to her.
I see. Well, thank you for the information on that. She hands you a second coin pouch with another 10 platinum in it.
Thank you. I will grab that. I'm kind of interested about a follow-up to this person. And I'll mention that there were also, I caught a brief glimpse of the room that the husband, the Growlhound man of the state, had barricaded himself in. And there was a bird cage with 3 winged snakes in it. I'm like, this is both a question from me as a person, and also from Dolce, but I wasn't sure if that was something that the Lord Growlhound had himself, or he had captured them of the Zentrum people who were there. It was just odd, and putting 2 and 2 together, remembering the summons that were given to us yesterday, I realized, curious what that was doing, if you happen to know.
Well, I suppose as an extra thank you, I can answer your questions in tone. So the Zentrum have actually been walking alongside the Growlhounds for some time now. Our ties have mostly been through Lady Growlhound. Lord Growlhound is stupid.
Butch closes her eyes and nods knowingly.
He's an arrogant fool whose confidence far outstrips his capacity. But all that confidence very conveniently falls away as soon as Lady Growlhound walks into a room, and he is blissfully silent after that. Most likely, if it was Lady Growlhound who killed Ostel, most likely she was trying to keep that connection hidden from you. Ostel was actually stationed at Growlhound Villa. Those flying snakes that you saw were almost certainly his. As I have a follow-up question for you two.
Yes,
for you three.
Of course.
Sorry, force of habit. Given your involvement in recent activities and events, I assume that you are familiar with the Stone of Galore.
Yes, I've heard that it is what is needed for riches untold.
Mm-hmm.
And that's people are vying for control of it.
Indeed. I assume that you figured out that Orstol was looking for the stone, as essentially all of Zentrum.
Yeah.
And unsurprisingly, the Growlhuns have been helpful in that endeavor, but almost certainly have sought to cut us out of the deal. I assume that that's what caused the whole ordeal in the villa, though I can't know with 100% certainty.
I have a question above the table. I forget. Arstal was so we know that the mechan the nimble rights that was at the scene of the crime. Were we aware that of a relation between the nimble right we're looking for and Arstal? I know that Arstal was at the I think at the scene of the crime too, and was last seen heading to Growlhund Villa. Was he like commanding this particular nimble right, or what? Unfortunately, I am misremembering, but they are related, right? Or are they not really involved with each other?
The answer is yes and no.
Okay.
You didn't learn anything in particular, but you can always ask Istrid here. She might be aware.
Yes. I guess that question does fuel me wanting to ask her. Well, we were in the middle of questioning Arstal, and unfortunately, he was cut down. But I was wondering if you would know if he liked to tinker with mechanical projects, one would say.
Arstal's hands were only good for two things: shaking someone down and killing them when they ran out of coin. He was a couple copper short of a silver piece. If you catch my drift.
I do. Okay.
Why do you ask?
Well, the leader of the Zentrum, or sorry, not the Zentrum, but like the leader there I was wondering, because there was conflict, I was wondering if there would be conflict, especially because, since Lady Growlhund seems to have a good set of brains on her, right? If he also had a good set of brains, was vying for control of the project, if his intellect was what helped stoke the fires between them.
Probably not. It was most likely just greed on the Growlhund's part. Wanting to cut out the middleman, as it will.
Well, those Growlhunds, there are suspicious folk. Just me musing. I don't know if I want to be like, we should take revenge on the Growlhunds. Wait. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Wait, do you think perhaps the Growlhunds have the Stone of Galore? I'm trying to think of the chain of events above the table. I'm thinking the messenger who was sent to give us the Stone of Galore was found dead in Trollskull Alley, thanks to events that transpired because of Arstal and because of the Nimblewright. So I'm wondering if he took the Stone of Galore back to the villa, unless I'm misconstruing events, but I'm wondering if that's a possibility. So I'll ask her. Do you think the Growlhunds have the Stone of Galore?
I wouldn't be surprised, though I know the Zents don't have it. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be having this meeting right now.
Is true. Well, it sounds...
Either I would be off fighting tooth and nail against the Xanathar guildies, launching a desperate bid to get it back from us, Or I'd already be filthy rich and have a vacation home in some far-off tropical city.
Well, I did hear you had a favor to ask of us, but I wonder if it aligns with me wanting to ask you if perhaps you wanted revenge on the Growlhounds.
I don't give two shits about Arstal and his crew. There have been rumors that he'd gone rogue on the Zentrum for a while now anyway. Even if he hadn't, nonetheless, still don't care. Whether or not he dissolved to die is a question for the philosophists. If you want to go after the Growlhounds, be my guest. I don't see much point to it. Odds, even if they do still have this stone, they probably wouldn't keep it with them for long. They probably would have sent their little machine solvent off with it some time ago anyway, for safety's sake.
They're machine servants.
Yeah, they have one of those weird, twitchy clockwork things. Nimble twits or something.
Yeah, nimble twits. All right, gears turning through my head. Perhaps the nimble twit has gone away, went away when we were there, but will be likely to return home. So I am, of course, encouraged to go visit the Growlhounds, but I am discouraged because it sounds like our benefactor here isn't really interested in revenge, at least as far as Arstal and that branch of Zentarims were concerned. But that's what's going through my mind right now. Obviously, I'm game to keep listening to what she has to say.
Anything from Lady or Silly Pickles?
Lady is kind of just watching carefully and, listening, because this is a lot of information about an event that she was not a part of. And she's being like, okay, there's two factions. They clearly hate each other. They're both probably trying to go for the money. I'm sure a lot of people are going for the money. She's just trying to put the pieces together in her head.
We're also going for the money.
Yes. But
Does that mean we're gonna have to fight this lady?
Hopefully not. We'll see what favor she has for us before push has to come to shove.
True. Are there any other factions Lady needs to know about that are going after the money?
Yeah, the Strahd group actually. They're actually headed this way right now.
Oh no. Rapidly approaching our location.
Yes. If you want a list of factions, there were about 12 of them.
Oh, okay.
The only ones that actually give a shit about the stone, though, conveniently, are the Zentrum and the Xanathor's Guild.
Okay.
Hilariously, two factions that the players are allowed to join if, you have a DM that's willing to tolerate learning about the faction system, which I am not.
Understandable.
You're also able to really get into the weeds about running your tavern if you have a DM who's willing to endure learning about the rules about running a tavern, which I am not.
No? All that stuff you did already?
Yeah, that was the easy shit. That's not the math crap.
Yeah, I imagined the campaign was just gonna end with us getting the money and you being like, yeah, and then you run the tavern and it's great.
That's pretty much the exact intention, yes.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah, I will say, I'll be completely honest, while I like the idea of running a tavern, I really enjoy playing Bronzebeard's Tavern, which is basically Overcooked, but with what feels like Fall Guys meets Deep Rock Galactic. I'm game for this. The Dragon Heist. That's what I'm here for. So
yeah.
I'm personally not interested in bogging down with being bogged down with the the business aspect of. Oh, sorry, I'm getting flashbacks to people always be like, Lightning, don't you want to run your own business or something? I'm like, no, I played this game called Puzzle Pirates when I was growing up, where if you had to run a business, you had to like advertise and you had to set wages for the workers, and then you had to go supply routes and figure out where to get the fruit, and it was so like annoying and confusing and complicated that I don't even want to do that in real life, much less
Uh-huh.
in a fantasy game. So I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm
I
just here to
am
get rich.
realizing, you know the game Cuisinier?
Yeah.
If you were to ever do like a D&D campaign that's based on like running a restaurant and then you go out to like kill monsters for meat and stuff like that,
Mhm.
or like food supplies,
Mhm.
and then also like the roleplay aspect of talking to the villagers, like that. Cuisinier is like essentially a D&D
Mhm.
campaign for running a
That sounds
restaurant.
cool. That sounds cool. I think it's a lot of the bookkeeping that I'm not like,
Yeah.
yes, but definitely the idea of going out, maybe slaying some enemies, going back in, using that for the restaurants to serve adventurers at night or something. That sounds pretty cool.
Hmm.
But actually running the Milky Pickle, and the micromanagement, I am all okay with us not being too detailed about that.
Yeah. All right. Did you have any more questions for Istrid here?
I don't really have questions. I'm curious to hear what her favorite or from us or
Yeah, I'll wait until she asks her favor.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for all the information. Been pretty helpful. Gives me a pretty clear picture of the situation as it currently stands. Alright, so as for my favor. Because of the activity, because of the events at Growlhund Villa, like I said, the City Watch has been really gunning for basically anyone that they can pin down as part of the Zents. I do not want to go to jail. I don't especially care about actually being in jail for like just being tied to the Zentarim, but I've got some interest brewing throughout the city that I really do not want the City Watch stumbling upon after if they start investigating me more thoroughly. So my favor that I would like to ask is I would like to hide out at your tavern, maybe disguise as, maybe go into hiding as an employee for about 10 days or so. And if you allow me to lay low at your establishment, at the end, I'm prepared to give you another 20 platinum pieces now, and another 20 at the end, or another 30 at the end.
Oh, that is not what I expected. I will be completely
Same.
honest and say that I expected the favor to be like, I need you to kill some people. But I see that it's like, can I have a sleepover? And then there's different. Now if
Is asking you to harbor a fugitive for an extended period of time.
yes, specifically Zentarim fugitive who's looking for. Anyway, sorry, gang members inside. Okay, that is interesting. Well, as the well, yes. Well, let me discuss this with the team, and I will turn. I'll rotate in place, but okay. With the addition of discussing with the team above the table, the things that are immediately coming to mind are, while I may be suspicious of this person, it is helpful that Slilla Pickles doesn't need to sleep. I don't know. That's the first thing that comes. But thoughts,
true.
team.
Well, I mean, it is your establishment, so I know I'm starting a new partnership with you, but I don't want to step on your toes on what you allow at your establishment or not. But I personally don't mind one more guest staying at the same time that I am.
Oh, actually, did you try? I'm sorry. Did you bring any of that soup with you that you mentioned the other day?
Well, I do sometimes bring like vials of soup. If it's like, she does keep a lot of like glass vials, not vials. What is it called? Like bottles
Mm-hmm.
to store like dried mushrooms and herbs in.
Oh.
And sometimes if they're empty, she'll use them to like store food in, but not for very long.
Okay. Just curious. Okay.
Yeah, but, she'll also try the food while she's staying there. I'm not going to let her go hungry.
Okay. Silly Pickles, your thoughts?
And as long as she doesn't pull anything funny, it's good money.
Okay. All right. Well, I would have liked something to get us closer to our goals, but the money certainly, thinking about what we need for the restaurant, I'm inclined not to disagree.
All right. Well, as long as you don't pull any funny business and try and, burn the place down or stab us in our sleep or something, then yeah, that could work out.
Sounds like a plan. I'll show up at the tavern tomorrow then.
Okay. If I'm remembering correctly, what was the payment plan? It was like some now, some after the 10 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
She hands you another coin pouch with 20 platinum pieces in it. And she'll give you the last 30 at the end of her stay at your house.
Okay. If I'm understanding correctly, we have 40 new platinum pieces to divvy up among the three of us, among the three of us. It was 10 for showing up, 10 for giving the information, and then 20 for this first part of the 10-day favor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I will go ahead and give 13 platinum pieces to each of us, and a single one I will defer to Braylof.
I love the idea of Lady showing up saying, "Hey, you want to work together?" And then day one immediately handed 13 platinum.
Oh my
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
What?
very
Let
lucrative
me
business.
just slide this back, okay?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it's funny. Thinking about it
It is
outside of
funny.
D&D terms.
Yeah. Well, with one floating, it sounds like we have been paid. So, is there anything else that we need from this person before we part ways, I guess? Do you have any more questions?
Are you going to be in disguise when you show up?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Plausible deniability.
that I know that the Growlhund Villa wasn't your area of operations, but if I were to be, I'm trying to figure out how to say it.
If I wanted to go kill those nobles.
Well, what's going through my mind is we need the Stone of Galore, and I have reason to believe that whether it's the Stone of Galore or the home base for the Nimbletwit that has gone rogue, both of those answers are at Growlhund Villa. So I'm like, she probably doesn't have any information that would help us. And
Fortunately, no.
Okay. Well, then I've got nothing else to ask her.
Your best bet for the Nimblewite is going to be basically pretty much similar to what it originally was. Use the detector to search around and maybe ask around to see if like anyone's heard rumors about them.
Actually, in that case, I am going to kind of step around the corner here and fire up the nimble ray detector.
Should have seen this one coming. Give me 1 minute. It does not have any reaction.
Damn. Well, was worth a shot. Wasn't expecting it, but like there's like the 10% chance in my mind that the nimble rat was spying on us or something. Okay. All right. Well, I'm done here. I guess I'll go back and bid. Istrid adieu. I'll say it in a way that's like take care, kind of like like I'll see you when I see you, even though we do have an arrangement where perhaps we'll see her sooner than that sentiment would originally indicate. Be like, see you around sometime, and then it shows up later. It's like, aha.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Took us back to the general city map.
Oh. It was big.
It is big. Right now. Well, you got until tomorrow for Istrid to show up at your house. Gives you at least the rest of today to ask around, see if anyone has seen anything about the Nimblevite, or if you can, find it yourself.
Well, I don't really have any strong plans other than maybe just like pop the nimble red detector every so often on our way back to the Milky Pickle. Should we choose to just go back that way?
Yeah, and I don't know if there's anything. The Milky Pickle still needs a lot of work before we can get it up and running, but we can probably handle that later. So yeah, I'm down with wandering around and popping the device.
Makes sense. I have to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
My understanding is correct. The idea is basically just you're gonna wander the city or wander back home, occasionally using the device.
Yeah. Yeah, we can show Leti the sights while we're here. We'd be like this tavern is where, or like, be like, oh, this building is where we buy anything that's purple, or this place is where someone got kidnapped or two people got kidnapped from. Good times.
We have
Just
such fun stories here.
Yeah.
If you're ever in need of like purple items or accessories, can't recommend the old Zoblob shop enough.
So wait, is that actually like a thing? You
Yes.
guys have a specific spot for buying purple things?
Yeah, I'll pull out the things that I purchased. I
even have a song for it.
That's funny.
Yeah, what did I buy? Mosaic. Oh, tile and parchment. Okay. I'll pull out a mosaic tile with a multicolored purple surface. And I'll also pull out a parchment that has a fragment to a beautiful song written entirely in purple ink.
Aw.
I have a map for it if you want to go.
Yeah.
Shopping.
I got Orpal hair. I can buy some Orpal things.
Oh yeah, you
Welcome.
fit right in.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh my gosh.
Old Zablob.
Wow, it really is purple in here.
It really is purple.
Sure is fucking purple in
They
here.
have so many shades of purple.
I guess Toby Crab likes purple.
I mean, Toby Crab was just understood the assignment. This is not a this map is made to be this specific shop, which is official in the book, and everything in it is in fact purple.
Nice.
Yeah, my first
I
Waterdeep
love
campaign,
purple.
Dolce bought a purple tutu from here.
How cute.
Yeah. All right. I rub my hands together. Well, they're bony. You hear the sounds of
Clack,
bone
clack, clack.
rubbing on bone, as Dolce is excited to get some shopping in. Unless you were just showing off the map. I just have to double check. Is Lacey wanting to shop, or do you just wanted to check it out and peek? Are you just window shopping?
I mean, if we're fine with like spending time.
Sure.
Yeah, if there's anything left from last time or anything new.
Yeah, one
I
sec.
hear that rapid page turning of roll tables.
Go with this actually. All right. I got something silly up. So you walk into the shop, and the old gnome runs the shop. Oh, let me just see if I can find the original description of him. Actually, since this is Lady and Reese's first time here, might as well just read the description again.
Yeah.
A cloud of lavender-scented purple smoke trails out of the shop's door as you peer inside. Every wall is painted purple, and every dusty knickknack on the shelves is dyed a deep violet. The hairless old gnome, sitting cross-legged on the counter, wears plum-colored robes. His cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes. The gnome lowers a pipe and exhales a cloud of lavender smoke before raising a hand. Hail and well met. Come browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world. Oh, hello, you two. It's not every day that I see repeat customers.
That's right. We're happy to be back. Why? And then I like read off the most appropriate line from the parchment with the song to suit the occasion, hoping that the song is at least somewhat relevant. Like, hopefully there's a lyric in there that's like, oh, happiness be upon ye, and not. That isn't really, I don't know.
It's actually an uncomfortably sexual funeral
No!
dog.
Oh no! My third least favorite kind of funeral dirge. Damn. Well, it was worth a shot. But yes, we're happy to be back. We have new person in tow. Yay, shopping.
Well, all are welcome here in the old Zoblob shop. Please, browse, look around, see what curiosity catches yours.
Lady will give a little curtsy. Be like, pleasure to meet you. I like how your shop smells. I do like lavender scented things, unless it's not actually lavender scented, but lavender colored.
No, it's there is a lavender scent here,
Ah, slay. Okay,
but it seems to mostly be coming from his pipe.
nice. I know you most likely dabble in like magical curios and such, but do you happen to have any? This might be a strange request, but any unique like spices or herbs in stock?
Oh, I don't carry much in the way of spices or herbs, as a matter of fact.
That's okay. I'm still willing to look to see what you do have to offer.
I do have some ground up lavender, but that's about it.
I mean, I won't say no to some ground of lavender.
A few purple orchid petals, I suppose.
Ooh. Those might make a nice garnish for a dish.
Yeah, I'm not sure if any of that's edible, but I don't do a ton of in-depth cooking myself.
It's okay. Usually garnishes aren't meant to be eaten. They're just to make the dish look a little more visually appealing. Yes, if you're willing to part with those, I might be interested in buying a little bit from you.
Well, my dear, it is a shop. If anything is on the shelves, it's free to go.
Alright, how much for the flowers that are being offered?
We'll say like 5 copper pieces. Do you have any copper pieces? If not, one of the other two might be
You
able
break
to
a platinum.
You break a platinum. Hey, she is gold.
Yeah, I do have gold. Well, I can maybe like peruse for some more stuff and maybe the cost will add up.
I'll take 1,000 of your finest radishes.
What else does this shop have to offer? I'm not like looking for anything specific besides like cooking implements.
Well, this is a curiosity shop more than anything else, meaning that essentially they sell knickknacks or trinkets.
Okay.
So specifically, they sell like fun, silly, largely useless items. Like Lightning said, the thing that he got last time was like a piece of sheet music, and Silly Pickle's actually got a purple like Jolly Roger flag that I think she's wearing as a cape.
Nice.
If you want to peruse, I can find some fun things for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's peruse.
All right. This particular generator seems to be taking a very specific, vibe. Because they're very Though I suppose it kind of makes sense. It's not realistically taking the approach of like you would buy this in a shop so much as it's supposed to be something that like your character started the game with that helps like solidify something
Oh,
about
it's a
it.
trinket table.
No. Well, sort of. I'm looking at a like homebrewed trinket generator that has like it's not one. I guess it is just a real big table, but you know, there's a lot of options on it.
Okay.
So, for example, one thing that you were able to find was a um, was a cheesy pretty lowbrow novel who where the cover dyed purple.
I also look for something.
You're able to find a pair of goggles. All of the basically every part of it is purple, including the lenses. Scrawled into the side of it or is property of blank, don't touch, and the thing where it said like the name of who owned this thing, it's very clearly like just been scratched out.
Nice.
Well. Purple goggles, tempting. Shame that I imagine with 99% certainty that they're mundane, but would be an interesting look. May I look for something while Silly Pickles considers these goggles that used to belong to someone, but as per the ancient law of Waterdeep, finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
You find a whip crafted in purple leather.
I'll take it.
Ooh.
All right. That'll be 6 gold pieces, please.
Wait a minute. Why is it a short whip and it's got little tassels on the end?
Oh, those days are behind, LJ.
How come every time I hold it up for the Twitch stream, it gets censored?
Okay. I'll hand over 6 gold. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my copy. I mean, my physical copy of the player's handbook to double check. Wait, actually, it might be in my sheet. What whips have as their weapon mastery? Let me see.
It's a
It's
10-foot slow, I think.
Oh, it's slow. Okay, I see.
Oh.
I was
This
looking at it recently.
I see. Okay. I made one for myself because I have a few weapon masteries. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Well, I've gotten my purchase in.
I'll try again.
I'll probably pass on the book. It doesn't quite seem up my alley.
Fair enough. Silly Pickles finds a mask in the shape of a lion's head. The whole thing has been painted a deep purple with brighter violet highlights.
Lion mask, huh?
Yep.
Finding all sorts of headwear I can't use.
You can give it to one of the other two.
Yeah, true. I'll try one more and then make my decision.
a single shoe made of purple crystal.
Oh
Interesting.
my god, Cinderella.
You know, the person who brought that in refused to sell me the matching pair. I do not know why.
Guess
You-
they just couldn't part with it.
You know, I want to try again. I've got a nice whip in hand, but I want to see what else I can get. I love gambling.
Me too. I'll also try again.
Wait, can you just
after.
send us the generator?
I will after we're done.
Ah,
Gave me a pitcher full of goblin tears 2 times in a row.
What?
Don't worry
it's
about it.
fucked up.
It's
Why is
fine.
he selling that? Why are the tears purple?
There is a decorative, there is a very decorated invitation to a formal ball to be held 2 years ago. It is printed on a very beautiful and vibrant purple paper.
I'll take it. How much is it?
That'll be 4 gold.
Yeah,
It's
Jesus.
just like, oh, no wonder I didn't get my invitation. It's because it.
It got
Wait,
mailed
got
here and he's just
so,
going,
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
just hawking it now.
Alright.
All the fucking things, it's the invitation to a ball.
Added fancy purple outdated ball invitation to my inventory.
Incredible. Alright, did you want to go again, Reese?
Yes, please.
You find a corn husk doll wearing a handcrafted purple dress.
Ooh. That sounds really cute. How much is that one?
That one will be 6 gold. Let me show you the reason why.
Oh.
And Zoblob pulls out a purple flute and begins to play. And as he begins to play the flute, the doll stands up and begins to dance.
Oh my gosh, cute.
As Zoblob stops playing, the doll stops dancing and does a little curtsy and then falls flat.
Well, that's
Aw. I'll take her. She's adorable.
Will be 6 gold pieces then, please.
Okay, and then I'll also just deduct.
What cool thing does my invitation do?
cute.
It allows you to pretend that you're of higher social standing than you are.
And then the lavender and orchid stuff was 5 copper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I've done the math.
To be fair, like, the doll is the only, like, magical thing you guys have gotten out of here.
Well, let me go ahead and roll again and see what I can get in addition to this whip, if there's anything else. I take another look. Hoping for something magical. I mean, I'm not going to expect something magical, but I'm curious.
Find a music box in need of winding.
Oh, wait.
Ooh.
Sure. Yeah, I want to wind this music box. Unless it is missing a key or something.
Nope. It has the key attached on a little purple string.
Okay, I wind the music box.
It's a cute little. It plays a cute little song, and it's just all the little normal high-pitched dings that you would expect from a music box. Lacey and Silly Pickles, you hear nothing.
Ah,
Does the doll dance?
The doll does dance.
Oh,
oh, what a lovely song. Oh, we could have this playing at the Milky Pickle.
Yeah, it's pretty
I think-
minimalistic.
I don't think that one would be great for mood music. Young lady, why don't you give that music box a wind? Maybe you'll see what I mean.
oh, okay. Yeah, Lacey just takes the music box from Dolce and winds it.
Once again, it plays a beautiful little song, and this time, Lady, you can hear it. Silly Pickles, you still can't.
What about Dolce though?
Dolce can.
Dolce can't.
No, she can.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, this seems fine. I feel like this
Yeah,
is...
definitely
You guys playing a joke on me or what?
not haunted or
What?
anything.
You don't have...
I
You
can't
hear
hear
that?
anything.
That's an odd little trinket. It's always a fun little conversation starter. It's a magical music box that I think might have been designed for the sole purpose of driving one's friends crazy. Because what it does is it plays a beautiful little ditty, but only for people who have wound it before.
Oh. Well, I'm sure this could have some uses. I'll take it.
That will be 6 gold.
Sure.
I try and mentally will my invitation to transform into a Gundam or something.
I will hand
You
over 10
wanna-
gold.
Do you want a refund on the invitation?
No, I just think it's very funny.
I'm sorry, like the thing gave me fun, like magical trinkets 2 times, but like only 2 times. To be fair, most of it has been like shit that doesn't make sense. For what it's worth, that lion mask is also magical, but you passed it up.
What did it do?
The mask occasionally moves from side to side on the wearer's face, but the wearer experiences no change. But
Oh.
anyone outside can see it moving around.
That's wild.
Like most of these things aren't magical. They're just supposed to be like fun
Yeah.
little character things, including things like the the original version of that book is a terribly written novel whose events match up weirdly well with your life.
What?
One of them is an engagement ring that belonged to one of your parents, because
Oh.
again, it's supposed to be a backstory thing. One of them is a finger from a giant you knew.
Hmm.
One of them, probably one of my favorite ones that has popped up, is undergarments belonging to a witch. Why do you have these?
Oh.
Seriously. That's what it said.
I can think of a few reasons.
I was doing her laundry and then I got called on an adventure. call- I have them because I'm a witch. They're my under. When a mommy and a daddy witch love each other very much.
He gets turned into underwear.
Exactly. For storage. This way we get to... You wouldn't believe the airfare savings. The pitcher full of goblin tears is also just a basic... It's just a pitcher full of goblin tears.
Wow.
I don't know why. I don't know why that's here. A loincloth that's far too long.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Wear that as a cape.
Okay, that took me a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys
anyone-
want to buy any more funny trinkets or?
None of those
Yeah, I
other
can
ones
do
have
this for
caught my
hours, sure.
eye.
I think I'm good.
This is why I said just give us the fucking table.
If I give you the table, then I can't as easily use the table for the future.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, granted, there were 1,200 results. There were 1,200 options.
Oh lord.
But
And you-
that doesn't mean that it's anywhere near impossible for you to, like, find something to, like, just give your character for funsies. And then, like, years down, and then, like, down the road in that same campaign, I have to bring up the trinket table again. And then it's like, oh, cool, I have an engagement ring belonging to one of your parents. And then you're like, oh, cool, I have the other one.
Alright, sure, I'll try another one.
I got the pair of goggles again. I'm going to regret this one. I know that I am, but this is too fun of a concept to pass up. You find a purple velvet pouch tied closed with a golden cord.
Ooh, is there anything
And-
inside this?
Yes. When you grab the pouch, you can hear some like clinking inside. Sound reminiscent of light objects made out of porcelain clinking against one another. But when you open the pouch, inside, as if standing on a perfectly flat surface, there are 3 figurines. Actually, there were 4 figurines in the pouch that appear as members of your party.
Let's fucking go!
There is one of each of you, including Blockhead.
Incredible.
Yeah!
As you move and react, the figurine
Oh my gosh.
mirrors the action.
What?
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
What's in there, silly pickles?
I'll take it. How much is it?
Oh gods, you found that one. Oh, well, if you're willing to buy it, most people are too skeeved out by that. It's yours for 5 gold.
I hand him 6.
I appreciate the tip.
Blockhead Jr.
Wait, sorry, I forget. Is Blockhead Jr.?
No, but there is a Blockhead Jr. It's the block she's holding in her icon and also in the art, in the like the talking picture. Because regular Blockhead is like bigger than that.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, regular Blockhead is like 1 foot it's like a 1 foot by 1 foot cube, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Blockhead Jr. is more like, I don't know, like a child's play block.
That's cute.
This is the first and so far only time that I, as a DM, am putting my finger on the scale of if Blockhead is a living being or not.
I don't know. There was that. Yeah, I guess that's fair. But there was that other play that I don't remember what the context was, but when we were filling out those forms,
I do vaguely remember that. Like, no one watched Blockhead fill one out, but like while you were all busy, like it got filled out.
Okay.
I love that.
something like that. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, it was people asking us questions.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the poor person.
Oh yeah. It was like goblins asking you guys questions for like paperwork or something. And like every time one of you guys looked over, there was like a stressed goblin just repeatedly asking the same question of Blockhead. But then by the time you guys were done answering your questions and your paperwork was filled out, Blockhead's was too.
Yeah, but he was also like laughing with him by that point.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The guy was like having a good time.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Blockhead didn't show up to that guy's kid's birthday party next year.
He's invited to his wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I line up the
That's
figurines on the table.
Oh.
As Dolce says, oh, the little figurine Dolce mirrors the exact motions,
Oh, that's cute.
but no sound comes out. And it should be noted, it doesn't appear that they are like aware of your existence. They're not mimicking what you're doing. It is a one-to-one in the moment exact same actions. They are mirroring you perfectly in real time.
Oh.
Hey, maybe we can use these to communicate over long distances.
And this is why I regret. I saw it and I was like, this is too cool a concept to pass up. I have to do this. But like this is going to be something that I'm going to like that I'm gonna be like carving on the walls in my final days.
Oh no! A magical trinket that has some minute use. The horror.
I know that you're gonna find some bullshit way to abuse it.
I'm hoping to use
Yeah,
the
the way
music
I'm going
box
to
somehow.
abuse it. If by abuse it you mean, oh, I can give you my voodoo doll, and if you look at it and I'm like jumping up and down and mouthing, "Help me! I'm over here" or whatever, then I'll give you a hint.
Doja looks at it. She's like, I don't know what she's trying to say.
It really doesn't help that she doesn't have like a mouth, like she doesn't have like a very clear mouth or like lips, tongue to help like really make the words look more clear. She's kind of an inky black void. Look at the Blockhead one. It's completely static, but you know what it's trying to convey.
If I rotate Blockhead, does he rotate?
Yes. Oh wait. I've got like one more thing in mind that I would like to do tonight before we call it.
Okay.
Because we're going at 3 hours at this
Mhm.
point, roughly.
Yeah, works for me.
It should hopefully be something fairly short. But are we done with the old Zoblob shot?
I'm very happy.
I'm done in here.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. All right, let us. I am glad that this just kind of that it just kind of got mentioned offhand. Alright, so down in the old Zoblob shop, let's just... No, I have a dedicated song for this, haha. Alright. So you've spent time wandering the city. You even stopped by the old Zoblob shop again to show Lady around. Occasionally pulling the trigger for the Nimblelight detector, just in case. It's getting to be a little late, so it'd be best to head back to Troll Skull Alley to call it for the night. Especially seeing as you're now expecting a house guest starting tomorrow.
True.
On your way back to Troll Skull, you continue to occasionally just pull the trigger on the Nimblelight detector. Eventually it just becomes like a motion you're not even thinking about. You just occasionally pull the trigger. It is a bizarre looking device, and you do catch some odd looks from onlookers occasionally. Lady, it's starting to become clear why it was so easy to find you still.
Yeah.
And if I can... So you're heading back to Troll Skull Alley. Call it for the night. Occasionally checking the Nimblelight detector, and it becomes so second nature to you that it kind of like shocks you a little bit and snaps you back to attention when you get to Troll Skull Alley. Pull the trigger one more time, and the little umbrella starts to spin.
Oh,
Ooh.
I mean,
Forget. It doesn't give us a direction, does it?
It does not. It only gives you a proximity. So somewhere within 500 feet of you guys is the Nimblelight. But I will say, it's going it's going a little crazy.
shoot.
No, they're pretty. They're pretty close.
They're pretty close.
Do you think they're milking their? Do you think they're at the Milky Pickle?
Huh?
Who up milk and they pickle?
So you wanna repeat that one for the class, though, Lightning?
Yeah. Do you
Say
think
it
they're at the
loud and
Milky
loud,
Pickle?
right
That's what I
into
was
the-
saying.
Say it real clear, right into the mic for the for the YouTube audience.
But yes, do you think it's at our place?
We can certainly check.
I kind of want to check there first. I'm worried. Because this thing, I kind of like, this is like 30% to Lady, 30% to myself, 30% for everyone at home. This thing was at a scene of a crime.
I mean, so will you, to be fair.
Yeah, but we're like evil or something like that, so that's okay.
What?
No, just kidding. Those days are behind me.
No, you're kind of onto something.
But yeah, I'm game to check out the Milky Pickle or any of our other neighbors. You know, whether it's Trench, maybe Glitterhorn, Vala, the cute what's the name of that Genasi couple?
Avi and Emwick.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you guys probably can't actually see the nameplates, huh?
I see the bottom four names. I see Maven, Falas, Embrix, and Avi's, but I don't see. I guess they don't need nameplates. The people up there. I see Tallies. I don't see Trenches, but his name's on there, so it doesn't matter. And I don't see Rishal. So I forgot about Rishal. But yes, I guess the thing is beeping. Oh, look, I'm game to check out wherever personally.
I mean, I can just if you want to, you
Just
can
play hot and cold, basically.
You can just play hot and cold.
Okay. I move. Oh, sure. We can check out here. All right, let's go here.
It begins to spin a little bit slower.
Oh, slower. Slower. Sure. I'll just follow Silly Pickles.
Once again, it begins to go a little bit slower.
Oh, slower.
Oh.
Let's check. I want to check here by Maven's place.
Yeah, it spins up a bit faster this time.
Bit faster. Wait. I want to go to. Wait, went slower when we were up there. All right, Braylev. I defer to you again.
Yep, spins even faster.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Did I never actually? Oh, I could have sworn. I gotta double check to make sure this is the right song. I never named it.
Why should be like the BBEG comes out and it's like do 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 do.
Okay, cool. I could have sworn I renamed this. Okay. Setting ready to go.
Oh, it is.
As you get a little bit, as you get further down the road, you notice a pile of like trash and rubble with occasional bits of shining metal poking out. As you get closer and closer, the pile of trash begins to stall, and as you approach it, the bright brass nimble light pops out.
You. We have questions for you.
The nimble light says nothing, puts one of its metallic hands on its waist, and brandishes a rapier at you.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's not
Oh
right.
wait! Oh no! There's a way I have to do it so that it puts my initiative on the counter automatically, right?
Yes. So for starters, select your token. Make sure you have that selected, and then open your character sheet and around the center top, there should just be a button that just says initiative. There you go. All right, Dolce, you are up first.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. So I assume by brandishing that particular weapon, it has what I could consider hostile intent. So I will step around Daffodil and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Run up behind the nimble right. And I will begin attacking it. Sorry, I have to make sure I do this right. I have to order. I feel like I'm coding or queuing up something. Because I'm like, okay, I have to attack, and then with this mastery, and then attack, and then use the rune. Okay. I pull out. I have to figure out remember which ones give the one that grants me advantage. That is Vex. Oh, yes. Okay. So seeing this nimble right and that it has brandished its own rapier, I will go ahead and pull aside my coat. Sure, I've got a coat too, and I have the Winter's Bite rapier that we obtained from the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I will basically try to drive it into its leg. Let me make sure I'm at normal. Where are you? Up. A 19. Yeah.
19. Okay. The Winter's Bite rapier. Oh, nice weapon choice. I like that. Without even turning to look at you, the second hand on the Nimblebite shoots up, like perfectly straight up, holding a dagger, and parries your attack.
Damn.
Ooh.
Very nice. That's man, that sure did hurt actually. Okay. Fine, I'm gonna goop it. I'm gonna use my bonus action. I do have 10 remaining feet because of my mobile feet. I'm gonna goop through it.
Oh, I forgot you can do that.
Fair enough. Same modifier. Okay. 2d6 plus 12 acid damage. Nice. Okay. Feel free to roll me that damage.
Oh, 2d6 plus 2. So I guess when it like brings up the arm to deflect with the dagger, I briefly see red as Dolce, and I just like shoot through it and end up on the other side.
Nice.
All right. I will go ahead and use my extra attack ability. And I will try to strike it yet again with the Winter's Bite rapier. Aha.
Yep, that one hits.
All right. With this particular move, I'm also going to use my Fire Rune's active ability to try to get it to succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute. The strength saving throw is equal to 8 plus proficiency bonus plus my con mod, which means it is 14. Basically what I do is after I goop through, I take the rapier and like tap it against the lantern and try to strike it with the flames, trying to hold it in place. Oh, and let me actually I need to actually do the damage for the weapon itself, which is this, and the bitten damage right over here.
$14 damage, and it's an extra 2d6 fire damage just straight up, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it looks like it is just straight up. I've got that down here. Hell spent. For maximum damage. Oh my god. It was accentuated by the goop. By gooping through it, and then igniting it. Just like barbecue with Uncle Tommy.
Now it has to make a strength save, correct?
Yes, DC 14.
And it's DC 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it does actually succeed thanks to its magical resistance.
Oh.
Giving it advantage.
Nice.
So it is not shackled.
Okay.
So it's clearly not doing well either.
Okay. I will inflict Vex on it as per one of my weapon masteries, since I did strike it successfully with a rapier.
You have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn. Okay.
with my offhand, I'm hoping to strike it with a dagger. I'll say the silver dagger. If that's allowable, I know that like we got into combat, and I know technically I may have pulled out the rapier, so I don't know if the dagger. I've got enough reactions for that, if that makes sense.
I don't think it's a reaction to draw a weapon anyway.
Okay. Well, then if you allow me, I'll go ahead and strike it with a dagger at advantage, thanks to basically stabbing it through the leg with the Vex weapon mastery ability of the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Leg pinned to the ground. I pull out my own dagger, kind of offended them like deflecting my attack, which was good. With their own dagger, I try to strike them with it. With a 27.
Didn't really need that advantage, but yeah, well, that hits. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm out of movement now, so I can't move back into a more advantageous position for anyone who wants to get within melee range. So, Dolce's a little tuckered out after that set of maneuvers, so she's gonna like, after striking you with it, she's just gonna take a little break for 6 seconds. I pass my turn.
I have your 6 seconds.
Almost unfortunate.
Oh, probably got like 3 health or something.
6, actually.
Okay.
Silly Pickles, you're up.
Alright, Silly Pickles is going to...
I just have to miss both of your attacks so I can do cool things with this guy.
I'm sure it's got a legendary action or something, yeah.
On,
Like a Seahawk 3 monster. My bad, it's a Seahawk 4 monster.
Sorry, I saw a robotic metal thing, and I'm like, okay, we gotta throw everything we've got at this thing because it's gonna hurt.
let's see. Where is it?
Oh, actually, I don't look. I'm not to put my own foot in my mouth. Because I use a bonus action for favorites of Weebucks, I can't use the offhand attack because that's bonus action.
Oh.
So I guess it's got
Even
6
though
more.
even though you used Dweeblex before you used Action Surge?
Oh, I didn't use
that-
action surge. I was using the offhand
yeah.
attack as my the offhand.
Oh, okay. So then the Silver Dagger attack can't
I
happen.
think so. I'm remembering there is something about being able to use your offhand as part of your attack action, but I don't remember what that is. I'm gonna look into it, but for now, I guess I'll rescind that extra damage that I dealt to it. That's what
Okay.
Dolce was imagining. She's like, yeah, I totally stabbed that guy again with my own dagger. Yeah. And the camera zooms out, and it's just her thought bubble.
Mhm.
Alright, Silly Pickles will attempt to pull her punches by, instead of sending the nuclear bomb that is Blockhead, she will instead launch a piece of hardtack at the robot.
Yeah, that still hits.
For 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my gosh.
Why the fuck do you have a +10 to attack with hardtack?
Because with... hold on, let me check. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah,
Are you proficient in attacks with improvised weapons?
as an action, choose an object within 30 feet that weighs no more than 10 pounds, hurl it 30 feet in any direction. If you choose to have it strike a creature, make an aspect attack. An aspect attack uses my aspect modifier, which is dexterity.
Gotcha.
So, yes.
So this my god. I mean, this is, I'm not gonna claim that this makes that this is like one more thing that like, oh, the ghost is broken, Matt, what'd you do? But like, he did actually bake like automatic proficiency into,
I mean, with
And-
improvised weapons, sure.
I mean, yeah, but like, still. Do you have anything that actually like restricts your proficiency otherwise? Like, you're still able to use like martial weapons anyway, right?
Yeah, if the object is a weapon you're proficient in, use the weapon's damage
Mm-hmm.
instead of the 1d4. So,
Yeah. But like, You still get like martial and simple weapon proficiency for this class, don't you?
I think I pick like 3 weapons or something.
Hmm. But then it did still, nonetheless, give you proficiency in improvised weapons, which other classes have to take a feat for.
I mean, yeah, that's I would say of all the things this class does, that's not bad.
Like I said, it's not something that makes the class broken, but it is one more thing that Matt gave it without necessarily thinking that part through.
What, are you gonna have a poltergeist not be able to fling shit around?
I don't know. I'd at least like put it in as like an official feature, like it has proficiency in improvised weapons just directly.
I mean, it's kind of implied, isn't it?
It is, but because it's only implied, he basically didn't like factor that in for like the class's like power budget.
Like, the intent of this class is that you're probably using a weapon, but he included the rules for just a random object, which would be 1d4 damage. So, like, no, I think he designed it with the understanding that, like, yes, this is what you do when you use an improvised weapon.
Anyway. Continue with your next attack.
Oh, he's still up?
Yes.
Yeah, because my dagger attack didn't actually go through because I was trying to cheat.
Yeah, I brought him down.
Brought low by the hardtack.
Imagine dying to. I mean, he was. Silly Pickles wasn't doing this lethally, I imagine, but imagine dying to heart attack.
Yeah, Silly Pickles is not trying to fucking, like, obliterate this fucking robot, but,
Right.
yeah, a pizza hardtack will, like, slap him across the side of the head, and then another one will come up and they'll just kind of, like, sandwich him.
Nice. It is the end of the fight.
Yippee! I contributed so much to this battle.
I'm sure if you had gotten your soupy hands on that guy, it looks mechanical. I feel like Soup would have really gunked it up, you know? I mean,
True.
well, I am excited to see you in combat, but
Yeah, I was planning to use Entangle, but he did have
magical
like resistance, yeah, to magical restrainment, so
Yeah.
it probably wouldn't have done much.
like fiery chains didn't work. They normally, okay, they worked last time. Was pretty cool.
Hardtack knockouts.
Oh.
All right. Well, it's time to question this guy, I guess, or this thing. Should we do this here or take him back somewhere more quiet? I sound so evil when I say that.
You sound sinister.
I mean, you know, there's
Should we
witnesses
take
around.
it somewhere where no one can hear the gears grinding?
No, no, Solstice is the evil one, not me. I swear.
Yeah.
Forget, what were we supposed to do with this guy?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's because of, this was the puppet thing that was on the rooftop when a gigantic fireball was levied onto the poor bystanders, including the person who's supposed to give us the Stone of Galore so we could be rich.
Yes.
And of course, since this was the Nimblewright the other Nimblewright made, this is the sussy one. I guess we have a lot of questions for it, like, why did you... I mean, I'm hoping it knows where the Stone of Galore is, but... Yeah, just a very important witness and or criminal.
Well,
I do also want to mention just the fact, because it was literally less than one round, so you took this guy out with like hardtack in under 6 seconds.
I was kind of like the way that Dolce's tone was going. I'm kind of surprised that Lightning didn't action surge just to try to like take this guy down in a single taunt.
Was tempting.
Would have been pretty cool, to be perfectly blunt.
Yeah, it would have been cool. I think she was a little discouraged by the like it deflected and then it resisted. She was like, "What? What?"
Clearly, the solution here is that you just kind of have to keep wailing on it.
I like the
down
heart
with it.
attack solution. Makes for
Yeah.
a good time.
Well, as you attempt to question the Nimblewright, you're kind of butting up against the problem that you ran into with Nim, which is that the Nimblewright cannot speak.
Mm.
And unlike Nim, it doesn't seem like this one has developed sign language. And even if it did, you don't have anyone here to translate. You do, however, notice on its person, tucked into a cloak, is a rolled up piece of parchment.
Oh,
Oh. I'll look at that.
The piece of parchment is a map of the Dark Ward in the city, with two words written on it. A name, Grinda Goloff.
Besides the name, what did you say was out? A map?
Yeah, I'm just writing up a little blob in the chat.
oh, but I found what I was looking for. Because the dagger has the Nick property, weapon mastery property, I can actually make the extra attack as part of the attack action instead of a bonus,
Nice.
but only once per turn.
Nice.
Finally, two-weapon fighting is viable.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what. Well, it's with the scroll. We have a name. I don't remember what the name of the person at that monastery-like place was. Who was Dog of Water. Well, sounds like we gotta find this Grinda and return their map. I must be looking for it.
Never changed, Dolce. And that is where I'm gonna call this session.
Okay. Jeez.
GG's.
All right. Any last words from anyone before we end the episode?
Make sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Go to Ovaltine.
I think I'm okay.
Well then, in that case, those of you watching at home, we hope you all have a good night, a good afternoon, a good morning, wherever you are. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.